running out of time now. I don't want to keep you too long, but one more. I see my life as until now, until last year when I retired from traditional work, as a kind of second-hand life, because I was working for other people, empowering other people. Of course, I'm still empowering people, but I was getting paid for that by the hour, and it was my status, a professional university teacher, which is what I've spent the last 30 years doing. But then I retired, and it was a big shock, not because I missed working, which everybody thought I would, but because I then realized that I'd been living for other people and not for myself. So I started this process of really looking at my first-hand life, living for me, not compromising my values, living kind of unswervingly devoted to my creativity and my view of the world, my universe. Because as you said earlier, yeah, we are our universes, So for me, it's been a huge transformation, and you're involved in that. And that's why I've moved into the limelight of getting to grips with money, which I've never had very much of until now. Well, not until now, but soon I will have. If you accept that analogy of a second-hand life and a first-hand life, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs looking to achieve similar levels of success and fulfillment, living a first-hand life? So say very young people. I've come across lots of young people who are so disillusioned with the job market, the future. They're so depressed, and the idea of living their own creativity and their own passion sets them alight. And I've got lots of people who are so keen to do it and live their first-hand life, but it's difficult to advise them. How would you advise them?
Well, this is the kind of common theme in internet marketing, which is the whole, passion versus profit.
Yeah.
There's a famous Venn diagram. I think it's called the hedgehog concept. Can't remember who created it, but the three circles are passion, profit, and demand. So you need something that you're passionate about, you need something that makes money, and you need something that there's a demand for. If you don't have those three, it's not going to be a business. It could be a hobby if it's a passion only. It could be a short-term business if it's profit and demand. You'll probably get bored and want to tear your hair out. And if it's passion and demand, but there's no money in it, then yeah, you might get status and enjoyment out of it, but it's not going to pay the bills. So depending on your stage of life, to be honest with yourself, going back to what we said earlier about being truthful with where you're at. Of course, we all want to do things that we love doing, and in a dream world, get paid to do them, right? That's the old classic aspiration. If you find a job you love, you'll never work another day in your life. So everybody aims for that. But in order to get close to that point or even find it, you have to go on a journey to discover all these things about what you do, what you truly like, and what will actually make money. So in the first instance, that may mean immersing yourself in the employment world. I did it. I didn't really want to do it at all. I delayed it for as long as I did a 5-year degree. I took a year off before going to university. And then when I got a job, I quit after 2 years, and I've never worked for anyone else since. But I would not be here if I had not done that, because
Mm.
that taught me a lot about myself, what I like, what I don't like. Um, and obviously it did provide for me in those 2 years financially. So I would not advise people, ironically, I would not advise people just to follow their heart and follow their passion. If you're in earlier life, you've got time, you do have time on your side.
Mm.
Um, in the fairy tales, of course, the guy that loves to play video games just say, all right, I'm passionate about video games, so I'm just going to go do this. He ends up being a millionaire, getting paid to play video games. In reality, those kind of stories, they do exist, but behind them is quite often a 10 or 15-year journey. Like if we look at most people now, if you this is proven fact, right? If you ask kids probably 10 to 15 globally what they want to do, they want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, or the reason for that answer is they see its status, money, and fun. Is as I imagine it, it's you're rich, you're famous, and you're having fun. I imagine that's why that's the most popular desired job. But if you look at the world's most successful YouTuber, who's called Jimmy Donaldson, he's also his nickname is Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He has been doing YouTube his entire life for the past, I think, 12 years. It's literally all he's done. Now, when I say it's all he's done, he does not have a life outside of this. He has a bedroom in his office. He has no hobbies. He works 7 days a week. He's shooting videos 25 days out of 30 a month.
Wow.
And he's already a billionaire on paper. His company's, I think, worth over $1 billion now. But people don't fully understand that the implication goes into achieving some of these things. So even somebody like Jimmy, who followed his passion, was obviously had to be super passionate, but he loves YouTube. He would never stop doing it, even if it wasn't making money. He's famous, said it many, many times. He would do it regardless. And the other thing is he takes all of his money and he reinvests it in his channel. He lives very frugally. He's got, you know, quite a basic house. I saw a video with him just the other week where he's got problems with his car that he needs to go get fixed. Like each video he makes now costs maybe, I think he said $4 to $5 million for a single YouTube video. So that's an end of the scale thing. But I'm telling that story because it's not just about following your passion. You still need that grit and determination. You still need those multiple motivations, and you still need a demand for what it is that you're offering from people with money. Because you can have a demand from people that don't have money. Like, you might say, what I really want to do is help the unemployed get a job. Okay, or unemployed manual workers or whatever get a job. Great. If you're passionate about that, great. There's a demand for that. Have they got a lot of money to throw? Probably not. So it doesn't make a business. So my advice, in short, to young people that are starting out is get stable, get some income behind you, because whatever you do start, and you obviously should start, don't leave it too late. What I recommend is you get a job that will teach you fundamentals of, why you don't want to do this, but also you will get positive stuff out of any job, like seeing things that work, teamwork, management techniques, sales techniques, and so on. There's a lot that you'll be able to take there into your own business. It'll also really reinforce to you that, look, this is the where you're going to end up if you don't get your own thing going. This is your
Yes.
life moving forwards,
Yeah.
right? Which you
Yes.
definitely is a good thing to see. But on the side, try your passion thing. Like, what is that? How does that look? Is there a market for it? Are people selling things in that space? can you start to get the ball rolling on it? Can you get a YouTube account and start talking video? Can you start building an email list, right? So as you're getting some money coming in and all of that experience from a job, with one eye on the future of this, of your own thing, so you're learning and you're getting paid to learn, basically, in
Yeah.
employment. So somebody's paying you to learn stuff you don't yet know. And then in your spare time, you should be devoting all of that time to your venture, your solo venture, and learning how to be an entrepreneur, which is what I did. You know, for those 2 years, literally, I would run home at lunchtime and just to spend 30 minutes on the internet to try and work out how to make money online. 6 p.m. till midnight, Friday, I would be doing the same. And then all day and all weekends, Saturday and Sunday, I didn't go outside. I was on the internet. I did that for 2 years straight whilst holding down this job. And obviously by that point, I completely had enough of the job, but also I developed enough skills and knowledge that I could make the jump into the project that I was working on the side. So you can do both. It is very difficult because, particularly in younger age, you know, you'll be drawn to go out, you know, have fun, you know, friends, all of that stuff. And you just need to make a choice. You know, you might get to employment and think, this is too much. I can't do this. I'm just going to stick here and climb up the ladder. Fine. But you just need to be honest with you at all times. For me, I spoke to somebody who's my boss's boss, and I think they were 50 years old. I was 25, and I'm now 50, strangely. So this is 25 years ago. And he was 50, and he said, well, I don't like this either, Michael. I don't like this job. I'm only hanging on for a time, and then I'm going to do something I enjoy. So I quit that job with, you know, felt like seconds after hearing that. You know, this is a guy that had worked there 25 years and he was hanging on another 15 years. And I was like, I'm not doing this. This is not my life. But for some people it is, you know. So that's yeah, that would be my advice.
That's great. Well, really, it's been super to hear you talking, especially about the spiritual side of things, which is my kind of main interest. And I'm really grateful for your time, Michael. Thanks so much. And
Oh, you're welcome.
thank you so much for being my mentor, which I'm really enjoying. And I'm determined to, like you were, I'm determined to make this work. Learning so much from you. So thanks so much. And
You're welcome. Very welcome.
I'll be in touch and let you know how it goes.
Sounds good.